Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing a Jonathan Kuminga Chicago Bulls rebuild in NBA 2K25. So if you watched the last video, you guys obviously know the trade that I did to get Jonathan Kuminga in Chicago. This is basically like a part two to the rebuild. We're doing the other side of things. We did the Warriors side of things. We traded Josh Giddey to the Warriors. We rebuilt them. Now we're doing the Chicago Bulls thing. We traded, Kuminga to the Chicago Bulls. I think this will be a really fun one, honestly. So obviously, I explained why I think the trade makes sense in the last video. So basically, I think Chicago Bulls and Jonathan Kuminga. I think it's a really good fit for both teams. Honestly, I feel like either way, the Warriors will be getting a good player from Chicago. Like they can either do like a Josh Giddey for Kuminga swap, which is unlikely to happen. A report came out the Warriors are interested in Josh Giddey, but it'll be difficult to make a double-sounded trade work. But I feel like if you obviously don't get Josh Giddey from the Chicago Bulls, then you could turn to like Nikola Vucevic. He could fit really well with the Warriors, obviously. He's not the defensive-minded center by any means, but he's a great rebounder, he's a good scorer, and he's a great three-point shooter, with the obviously Warriors work with three-point shooting. He actually fit really well. I feel like Draymond and Jimmy Butler's defense could definitely hold Nikola Vucevic down in the paint. So I think it'll make sense. They get like Kuminga for Nikola Vucevic and Ayo Dosunmu. I wonder if the Bulls will be willing to offer that, but obviously in today's video we did a Kuminga for Josh Giddey swap, and then obviously they have a bunch of forwards now. They traded for Isaac Okoro for Lonzo Ball. They have a bunch of forwards. Obviously drafted Noah Senge. So are the Bulls even interested in Jonathan Kuminga? So the two teams I heard are the Sacramento Kings and the Phoenix Suns as of recent, but I don't really know at this point. I mean, we'll see if they are interested in. Power ranking led is 28th after the trade, though. We are going to continue to rebuild this team, running a balanced system. I think what I actually do is move Kobe White to a point guard. I mean, at this point, it was us after trading Josh Giddey, signed trading. We don't have a point guard. And the contracts we both gave them was 4 years, $25 million to $100 million in total. We did the same thing for Josh Giddey. I moved him to shooting guard so he could play shooting guard next to Steph Curry. I think that's a really good team. Once they sign Al Horford, I'm guessing like as soon as Kuminga gets figured out, they'll sign Al Horford, D'Anthony Melton, and the guys that they probably have offers agreed with at this point. And then I'll probably go move like Ayo Dosunmu to the two, so he can go ahead and play the shooting guard, I'm guessing. So we'll do something like that. So we'll have a team starting five like this. So we have Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu in the backcourt. So our rotation is Kobe White, Ayo Dosunmu, Isaac Okoro, Jonathan Kuminga, Nikola Vucevic, Modest Buzelas, Zach Collins, Trey Jones' brother, my bad, Patrick Williams, and then we can run a 10-man rotation and get like Noah Senge in the rotation, or Kevin Huerter, or I guess Jalen Smith. But I do want to give Noah Senge minutes right away. That does mean guys like Phillips, Julian Phillips, Jalen Terry, said Jalen Smith, Kevin Huerter won't be getting minutes, but I do want to go ahead and give these minutes to Noah Senge. Obviously, he was their lottery pick, the 12th overall pick in the draft. Also heard if the Bulls lost one more game, or it was like set with a coin flip to get Cooper Flag, if they would have lost one more game, they could have gotten Cooper Flag. Just crazy to think of, but I'll most likely see you guys at the trade deadline. We'll see. So we're stopping at the trade deadline, and we are going to trade Nikola Vucevic right now. We're very mid, and I definitely think it's time to maybe start the rebuild at this point. I feel like Nikola Vucevic should have been traded ages ago at this point. I think they tried to trade him this offseason, but nobody wanted him. And I think if they don't find a trade for him at the trade line, they'll probably like buy him out or something. But honestly, we're gonna go ahead and trade Nikola Vucevic to the Miami Heat. The Heat need centers, obviously. I mean, they had Bam, but he's probably long-term power forward now at this point. And they have Chloe Webb. They don't really have like a backup center behind him. They don't really have backup big depth. So, and obviously, the only backup big is Vlad Goldman. So I feel like they'd have interest in Nikola Vucevic here, space the floor off the bench. So we're gonna offer Vucevic and Javon Carter for Terry Rozier, and this 2029 unprotected first-round pick. This 2026 pick has value, and I don't really see them trading that. So let's say we do something like this, and they should agree to this, right? They want 2 seconds of me, Haywood Highsmith. I don't really want to take on Highsmith, but I guess we can get a first-round pick, get off Nikola Vucevic, get some value for him. I'll take it, sure. So we trade our second. Generally have to. I don't really want. I don't understand why they didn't agree to that right away. I feel like that was a steal for the Miami Heat, honestly, to get rid of Rozier. You guys obviously get Javon Carter, a good point guard, to replace him. But like I said, well, we get an expiring contract now to Rozier, which we need. We have him. He won't play much minutes for us, but I think after we do that, is there anybody else you want to trade? I mean, I kind of want to keep Kobe White, honestly. I feel he's a winning player. I want to keep him. I mean, we just got Buzelis. Zach Collins, I wouldn't mind keeping him as a backup for the future. He's actually a really good player in 2K. Patrick Williams is also a pretty good player in 2K as well. Once he gets the opportunity, this guy's a really good 3 and D player. So there's nobody. Honestly, there's nobody else really want to trade unless anybody. I mean, I assume was making good money. I kind of want to keep him. So obviously, I don't really want to be good at this point. I want to come out and tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and re-sign Kobe White. Like I said, I feel like he's the definition of a winning player. We're gonna lock him up on $28 million for 4 years. What do you say to that? He will accept. So we get Kobe White on a big deal, and then Zach Collins. I wouldn't mind re-signing him as well. He's not worth $18 million, what his contract is right now, but if we can give him to like $9 million for 2 years, 9.5 million. So he'll accept that. We lock up Zach Collins. And then I would assume with somebody I'd like to bring back as well. For the long term, he's asking, so we'd probably get it for 9 million as well. So 9.5 million for 3 years. Or okay, 9.75 million for 3 years. Really say that. So we lock up all these guys long term. We probably wouldn't be able to pay these guys in the offseason 9 million, so we just pay him now. And Addison was a great player. Zach Collins was a great player. And then we re-signed Kobe White as well. So absolutely love what we did at the deadline. Hopefully, we can honestly miss the playoffs so we can have a lottery pick. That's what I'm leaning towards at this point, but we'll see. At the end of the season, Nikola Jokic wins the MVP. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year. Tyler Hero's your six men. Still got to fix that issue. Defensive player going to Victor Wembanyama. Miles Key is your most improved. It looked like he started for the Boston Celtics, I'm guessing, so that's probably why. And then clutch player going to Benedict Mathurin. Coach here going to Charles. That's supposed to be Kenny Atkinson, but Kenny Atkinson is not in this file for some reason, so that's something I'll somehow get done. And then All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team. Obviously, I had nobody on here. We have like Noah Senge making a rookie team. We did. He made all rookie second team. So we ended up missing the playoffs completely, which is great. So we'll have a chance to get like an AJ DeBanzer, Darren Peterson. They will fit really well with this team. I ain't lie with you. We're 30 and 52, so that's as bad as we could be, honestly, knowing how bad the Eastern Conference is. I'm surprised we didn't make the playoffs, but we didn't believe fell off a cliff after that, which I absolutely love that we missed the playoffs, honestly. This is what we need to be a rebuilding team. I think we still keep Kobe White throughout this rebuild, though. He's still relatively young. He averaged 17. We have 14 from Kuminga. 12 from Zach Collins. I ended up starting Kuminga and Miles Buzelis together. I'm hoping for Buzelis to turn to somebody as well. He averaged 11.5, 10 from Dosunmu, 9 from Okoro, 8.5 from Trey Jones, 0 from Jalen Smith, 7 from Patrick Williams, 5 from Masenge, and 3.5 from Kevin Herter. So let's simulate this playoffs and get straight into the offseason to see what draft pick we're going to have. So the Hawks are going to win the championship. Somehow Jokic still up on MVP. LeBron James is going to retire. Any Bulls players are calling it quits? Nope. So heading into the draft lottery, we are projected the number 6 overall pick. I believe Portland actually has. If Portland missed the playoffs, they should obviously be having. Yes, they have their pick in the draft. We're projected the 6 overall pick, though. I would love anything to just jump up in the draft. I hope it happens. What are we gonna end up with? Did Heat really get number 1? Man, maybe I should have got that pick instead, but okay. Obviously the Heat weren't trading that pick anyway, but we got the 7th overall pick, which does suck. I really didn't want to get a higher pick than that, or maybe they get lucky and jump up. So I think I don't actually, now I think about it, Billy Donovan got an extension from the Bulls, so we honestly have to bring him back, because I was about to say he got an extension, so he's actually brought back either way. But all right, the 7th pick in the draft, which we'll draft with, I guess. It sucks, but, I definitely want to get higher, but that's higher than last year, 12. 7 isn't bad. Maybe even 6 would have been nice. It could have been our ideal projection, but projected Elijah Arena as Chris Sinak could be our center of the future, but, we'll see. All right, so number 1 overall pick in the draft, the Miami Heat are going to take AJ DeBanza. Number 2 is going to be Darren Peterson. Number 3 is going to be Chris Sinak. He was honestly my go-to, but I forgot the Hornets will have their center of the future yet. Nate Met goes to Atlanta. Cameron Boozer, forgot about him. He goes to the Jazz. Number 6 is going to be Dash Daniels. So we could take like Yabu Sele. We can take Kareem Lopez, Jaden, Caleb Wilson. I mean, we could play Caleb Bolson and play him at center. I've never done it, but honestly, he's 6'10". He is a rebounder, so we can go ahead and get him. This is stat show, stat don't show. Hall of Fame, Tim Duncan. Let's see, solid body control. Okay, boxes out well, gets rebounds. He's a rival scoring option, posted up. Okay, so he honestly plays like a center, or he can get Jaden, which is probably he looks like more of a center, or he weighs more and stuff, so we can get him. But I kind of want to select Caleb Bolson here, or we can maybe get, like I said, Elijah Arenas, which that might make more sense. So, but Elijah Arenas can probably play. Be our long-term starting shooting guard. We don't really have a long-term shooting guard or a long-term starting center. And we want to take the gamble on Caleb Bolson, or we want to go Elijah Arenas. Low key, I kind of want to go Caleb Bolson here. But Caleb Bolson, welcome to the team. I'm gonna try to play you at center. So I don't know how that'll work, but Buzelis and Julian Phillips welcome. Dylan Terry will extend the qualifying offer too. See, I don't know how well that'll work, but I like it. I ain't gonna lie. So Kevin Herter is a free. We won't be bringing him back. We're not gonna bring back everybody here. I don't really see a future with any of these guys, so I'm gonna renounce literally everybody here. We don't need anybody back at this point. So once they're all gone, which they are now, we now have a clean slate. So let's look. So we are below the second apron. We're in good flexibility, which is nice before we start off to paying these guys. We pay Kobe White as the only guy, the Kuminga, obviously. So that's good. But the team right now is looking like Kobe White, Trey Jones. I guess we'll keep Trey Jones the backup, honestly. Ayo Dosunmu, got Kuminga, Isaac Okoro, Julian Phillips. You got Miles Gonzalez, Patrick Williams, Kilwitz, which you are going to try to play him at center, like I said. And then Zach Collins and Jalen Smith. So I guess what we could do is maybe make a trade as well, maybe ship somebody off. Could Isaac Okoro play the 2 for us, or could he just a small forward? Okay, he goes up to 77 at the 2, which isn't great. So I do want to see maybe you could trade one of these forwards for like more guard, or like I said, we can wait on day 12 or something, which I think we'll do that instead. I couldn't find a trade at the trade line, but I still will sound like a backup shooting guard just in case we need. Terrence Shannon just sitting here. I'm gonna lie, why would they do this? I really want to go ahead and sign Terrence Shannon, but why would the Timberwolves just cut him? I mean, I don't really get why they would do that. I kind of don't want to do it. Yeah, that's unrealistic. Usually they don't cut. I don't think that. Yeah, they're not cutting him unless he wants to get cut or something, which probably is going to happen. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, we'll go and sound like a Ben Shepherd. I mean, Ben Shepherd for a year instead of going after Tanner Shannon, which I could have done. But like I said, right now we're relying on development, and that's worked so far. Kobe White's progressing up to his 87. Jonathan Kuminga's up to an 85, 83 from the lows. This will be a hard rebuild. But with the guy developing, Isaac Okoro, I low-key don't want him to play, like I said, because we already have a bunch of forwards in the rotation. Zealous, Patrick Lim, Noah Senge. So I'm probably going to go ahead and play, like I said, Noah Senge over Isaac. I mean, we'll figure it out. Kilbos will be playing at center. We'll figure this out in just a second. So here's how we're going to run things this season. So Kobe White will be our starting point guard. Ayo Dosunmu, Jonathan Kuminga, Miles Ellis, and Caleb Bolson. If this starting 5 develops, I think we can be a really good starting 5, and I'm going to lie with you. If Caleb Wilson can show that he can play center for us, we took the gamble on it. Patrick Williams, I know Caleb Wilson can develop really nicely. That's why I drafted him. I know Senge, so Patrick Williams, Noah Senge, Isaac Okoro, Zach Collins, and Trey Jones is the last guy off the bench. Looks like we brought back Javon Carter after literally trading him. But shout to Tennessee's low-key. Who I want to be the guy is Miles Gonzalez. I'm really high on this guy. And if he can turn to like a superstar for us, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, man. So we're going to push his shot up to like an 87, 88. And then Kuminga's could be pushed down just a little bit. Like I said, at this point, Kuminga, like, I know he'd be kind of mad if he's not the number one option, but at this point, bro, he's not really developed a three-point shot at all. It's getting to a point. And then, like I said, Noah Senge will be down here taking shots as well. And then I want Kobe White to also obviously score the ball as well. So we'll have something like this going for us. We'll see how we do this season. I'm hoping for Miles Gonzalez to take that jump and then, to see how Caleb Wilson does at center. But so far, we're pretty solid. We'll see, though. At the end of the season, Victor Wembanyama wins the MVP, AJ Rookie of the Year in Miami. Jaden Ivey's in Houston. He is the sixth man I just seen. Yeah, that is absolutely insane. But he signed the minimum. I'm really excited. I'm really happy about how this team went this year. We ended up being the number 3 seed this year. Also, the East was once again really weak. Like if you see our record, like 45-37, obviously doesn't stand out in the Western Conference, which is the 5th seed. But we're in the East today, and I'm happy. At least we made the playoffs, right? 45-37. I guess Chicago Bulls basketball is back, right? 21.5 for Kobe White. We had 17 for Buzella. So yeah, he did take that step up, which really needed him to do. So if he can like keep progressing, wants to extend him at the extension deadline. He was only asked for 22 million, and we all know he's going to be a lot better than that. So paying him that money right now is absolutely huge for us. We extended him. Jonathan Kuminga averaged 14. Like I said, I don't think Kuminga is feel the team really works, especially now he's that small forward. And that was Kuminga's problem in the Warriors offense. He couldn't shoot, and they wanted him to start as small forward. Didn't end up working out. And I don't know if Noah Senge is already a better shooter. So, I mean, like I said, we could consider trading Jonathan Kuminga, 10th from Patrick Williams, 10th from Zach Collins. Caleb Wilson averaged 9, 8, a steal, and a block, so at 29% from three. I don't know. I mean, we'll probably give it one more chance. I'm not going to say it didn't work, but I am going to say that so far, I like the starting five, but I don't know. We'll figure it out soon. We'll go 9-minute rotation. We'll shrink the ventilation down. We'll see if we can make it far in the playoff this year. We got the Boston Celtics in round one. So there's other teams looking like at De'Aaron Sharp as starting center. So we'll see how this goes. In round one, we are going to go ahead and beat them in 7. So we're in the second round just like that. Surprised we beat an experienced Celtics team like that. But now we got Philadelphia. So Tyrese Maxey would actually be an interesting field to see. I'm not going to lie. He could play next to Kobe White. Jeremy McCain, Paul George, Jabari Walker, Joel Embiid, BJ Edgecombe, Mitchell Robinson, Justin Edwards, Adem Bona, and John Rooney. So I want to see if we get this done. Game 1, they're going to take. Game 2, leaving it up. Game 3, they're up 2-1. Leaving up 2-2. They're up 3-2. So now we're down 3-2 in this series. And we're looking towards the Game 7. So I'm surprised we beat Celtics. We beat the Celtics. Now we're about to lose to the Sixers. But, I guess it just works like that. So we are going to lose to Philly in round 2, the 7th seed, which does suck. I didn't think this team was better than ours, but I guess it just was. They're going to lose in round 3. Dallas are going to win it all. So I don't think none of these teams are beating Dallas, honestly, either way. So we got guys like Brook Lopez, Dame retiring a Blazer or something he probably wanted to happen at this point. He probably is going to retire a Blazer now. But in the draft lottery, it says we have the 7th overall pick via Portland, but that pick is actually lottery protected. So we are going to be sending that pick back to the Portland Trail Blazers, whatever pick it ends up being. So that pick ends up being the 8th overall pick. So it says we have the pick. We actually have a pick 24. That's our own unprotected pick, and then our own protected pick, and then this pick 8 has to go back to the Portland Trail Blazers. It is lottery protected, and then they miss the playoffs. So obviously, we'll just take a second round pick back in return for your pick. Yeah, they missed the playoffs, right? I'm pretty sure they did. Well, obviously, if they freaking have a lottery pick, they obviously missed the playoffs. But if they didn't make the playoffs, we would have the pick, basically. So we do have the 24th overall pick in the draft. Billy Donovan, they get us to the second round, so that's some promise, I guess. We'll keep him. So we don't really have a number one option, which I do understand. Before we trade for a center, I want to see how much Caleb Wilson develops. If he develops, then I want to give it another role to see what he can actually do. He didn't have a terrible starting center season. He's probably not used starting center, so I think we'll give it another year. But I low-key think we have to trade one of these forwards. We have to trade either Patrick Williams or Jonathan Kuminga. One of these guys have to be gone. And, I guess Kuminga is literally the title of the video, but we'll see. I don't know. Hey, just yet, but we're going to simulate to our pick. We'll go ahead and draft Elijah Williams, Keon Anthony. I feel like I want to take Keon Anthony because Carmelo Anthony has Hall of Fame potential. Welcome to the team, Keon Anthony, obviously the name at this point. Noah Sengia, we're going to accept. Trey Jones is a team option, which I honestly think I'm going to opt out of it. Maybe get somebody different with that role. Ben Shepherd is still restricted. I don't really see the point of that, but we have to find a new backup point guard. We can probably let these guys go. So Kobe White, I would assume I eventually want to get a better starting shooting guard on the roster. I want to see how much Caleb Wilson develops, and then I guess for now we'll go and move Patrick Williams to small forward or Noah Senge. I guess Patrick Williams has a more proven three-point shot, so we can move him to small forward instead. Or something like that for Patrick Williams. We'll go to an 82 overall. He'll be the backup for now. So Wilson and Zach Collins will have Buzelas, Noah Senge, Jonathan Kuminga, Patrick Williams. I would assume we need backup guards. So, and we have we had cap space? Bro, I didn't even realize we would have had cap space. Will we have to get more if we get rid of the cap holes? Probably. So we'll be bringing back probably any of these guys. Or any one of these guys, honestly, let's go. So won't be bringing any of those guys back. And how much money do we have in total to spend? We have $31 million. Okay, $31 million. We want to obviously use this money in a trade. We could use it in a trade to get somebody crazy. I mean, I don't really see the point of it, but if we can sign like two really good veteran backup point guards, that would be the route to go. So that's what I want to do. So Davion Mitchell is somebody I would really have interest in. We have the money to do it as well. We like Keon Ellis, so Davion Mitchell, somebody I'm looking at. What about Malik Monk? Would he be interested in sign? I would take half of our money. I don't want to spend all of it because I still want to have some flexibility to make some other moves. Max Christie is a 3-and-D shooting guard, but I really do like that getting like a Davion Mitchell off the bench, man. He is. Why is he still restricted? It makes no sense. But whatever we offer him, the Heat should not be able to match it, though, right? So I'm going to offer him a 3-year, $18 million contract. We'll see if the Heat match it. Hopefully they don't. They won't match that. So we pay him a lot with our money, and we'll pay Davion Mitchell with the cap space that we have. And then, obviously, it's not the only thing I want to do. But I want to save some money to see if we make a trade. Because what if we make a trade and then Caleb Bolson, obviously, he has to develop a lot for me to actually have him as starting center for the next year. Clee White's regressing. Noah Senge looks to an 86. Senge is actually developed more than Modest Buzelis. Buzelis didn't develop at all. Why not? That's so dumb how Modest Buzelis didn't develop at all. What about okay, he'll listen up to an 82. So I'll give it another run. I mean, we'll see what he does developed this year, but it honestly sucks that Modest Buzelis didn't develop. Man, I gave him the keys, and he just didn't take them, I guess, or unlock the door. But I don't know. Sykes didn't develop. Half of me wants to like push him up and over on myself, but I won't do that, obviously. So well, down is 2028 draft class. Also, by the time of this video, the Blazers obviously recently sold and they got bought. So yeah, like some owner bought them. I think an NHL owner, so that's cool, I guess. But Kobe White, I would assume I am gonna make a trade at the trade deadline and make. I have to do something. I realize that. I know I have to do something, but got Davion Mitchell, and then I obviously won't be enough, but I will make a trade at the trade deadline. I'm gonna guarantee that probably, and it'll probably either be Kuminga or Patrick Williams' contract. And then like I said, we were a good team last year, so I don't like want to rush anything. Obviously, Buzelis still has a high shot tendency. I mean, if he can still score, obviously we'll let it happen. Kuminga, I still don't want to be doing much, and say Kobe White, Noah Senge can take more shots as well. Plus, he has the end of the season. But the trading lines were 35 and 35, and they're two guys that I want to get. I want to go ahead and make an offer for Tyrese Maxey of the Philadelphia 76ers. He'd be a really good fit. And then another guy I also want to throw an offer at me. Honestly, Donovan Mitchell doesn't perform that well in 2K for some reason. It would have been my other guy. And then another guy like John Morant. John Morant, Chicago, in the Chicago jersey will look so nice in my opinion. So I want to throw an offer at John Morant, and I also want to throw an offer at LaMelo Ball. And obviously, you see the trend, we're going after point guards. And I didn't look at how I didn't look at the players to see how, obviously, we're missing like a number one defensive option. It can't be Kobe White. It cannot be Mike Buzelis. Noah Senge is developing really nicely, though, but he can't be it as well. Kuminga, no, we need a number one option. And one of those guys could like take over the scoring load. He's averaging 11, 8 steal and a block, shoot 25% from three. So we'll leave it, but I want to get one of those guys. And obviously, the best overall was John Morant, so that's what I want to go after. I want to go after the big fish in Ja freaking Morant. We actually have some leftover money to spend from obviously some of the salary we didn't use in the free agency, which I love. So Jonathan Kuminga will be in the trade. I would assume with 2028 protected first round pick, which has no value at all. We might have to trade this Heat pick, which actually has value. But if we want to really get a guy like him, we might have to. And then just 2032 unprotected. I'm going to see if we can get it without the Heat pick. It's probably impossible, honestly, but I'll trade my own. Last picks have no value. So, yeah, we're going to have to trade that Heat pick. We want to go ahead and get John Morant. So I'm going to do it. I mean, what are we going to be doing in 2029? Probably like trying to win basketball games or something. So something like this for John Morant. What do they say? They declined me. I really want John Morant. So, yeah, I'm going to upset one again. So send this 2028 pick. We're going to pretend we are offering... So we're going to pretend this pick is a 2033 pick instead. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pretend that pick is a 2033 pick. So we're not obviously trading like back-to-back years. That's obviously illegal. So that's what we're going to do. Pretend that pick is 2033. Damn, they still declined me. So it looks like we're not getting John Morant. I really didn't want him. I feel like he resembles me at Derrick Rose back when he was in Chicago. But I guess we, in theory, could trade Kobe White. But the plan is to play Kobe White and whoever we trade for together. And yeah, it sucks we can't be able to do that. It really does. So I really didn't want. Is there any other way we can do it? Is there anybody else can offer? I mean, no, not really. Not, yeah, it's not really else we can really trade, honestly. So that was my best package for him. Yeah, so we can't do John Morant. So my other options, well, I said Tyrese Maxey, which is averaging 25 points. I just like John Rings, but he just remind me of Derrick Rose so much. And then another guy, I said LaMelo Ball. It might be a little bit easier to get. So I want LaMelo or Maxey. I mean, LaMelo is is a lot taller than Tyrese. So honestly, I think I'd rather have him at this point. Wait, so Tyrese defense is a B, A minus, but I don't expect it to be that high. Then Melo's defense is a B plus. I mean, I guess Tyrese Maxey's defense is better, but I mean, a B plus and A minus are practically the same. We can agree with that, right? So you have to give me just a minimum contract. We should be able to afford it, I'm guessing. Yeah, so something like this. I don't know if I'm gonna offer 3 picks for him, but I'll go ahead and offer this. I mean, we'll see if that gets us a Lamelo Ball. This might get us him right away, which they declined me. Dang. Okay. I mean, we might have to trade more. We trade a second or trade another second. So far, I strike it out on everybody. So I will pretend this is a 2033 pick once again. What do they say? They agree. It's like they had to trade 3 first, but Melo's finally here. Move him like Kobe White to the 2. I guess LaMelo would actually be a better fit at the 2, but I'm still gonna move Kobe White there. Just want LaMelo handling the ball a lot more. So we'll do something like that. And now we have our roster. So we got LaMelo Ball as our new starting point guard, which I think I like this a lot too. Kobe White, Patrick Williams probably won't start at the small forward. Probably going to give it to somebody else. So Monis Buzelis will go up to an 86 at small forward. So I guess he did better for that small forward. I mean, he's 6'10", so we'll see if that ends up working. How tall is Asenge? Asenge is about, okay, he's 6'10" as well. So we're going to have a really tall lineup, man. Tall lineup, but Zell's shooting 34% from dance, better whatever Kuminga shots, and then Senge shooting 34%. So they can just develop 3-point shots. They should be able to start together, and if Caleb Wilson keeps developing, he should be our starting center in the future. I'm still relying on him. De'Von Mitchell, Patrick Williams, Zach Collins, and then I guess the end of the bench would take a hit. No, it's true. We're gonna, instead of playing Cam Spencer, we're gonna play Keanu Anthony these last 9 minutes off the bench. I mean, who cares, right? 8 minutes, he'll be the 9th man. Keanu Anthony, show me what you could do, and I'll simulate the rest of the season. Minyama wins the MVP. You got Mika Abisa and even wins Ricky. I think my next rebuild will be a Brooklyn Nets rebuild. I'm gonna try. These won't be new look rebuilds. These will be teams that have restricted free agents. So this guy doing then the Warriors and Bulls after this. Then we still have Cam Thomas, and then we'll do a Philadelphia 76ers rebuild after this. So just trying to fix the teams that have restricted free agents. And once the thing actually happens, we'll do the actual rebuilds on them. But it seems like it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So I'm just gonna do the videos now. Noah Senge, low key, he's been really exciting, dude. He won most improved player, average 16, 10, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block, shooting 36% from 3. Noah Senge has been cooking. Luka's your clutch player. He making All-NBA. So Melo made All-NBA second team. And then we ended up finishing off as the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So that's absolutely amazing. We do have a bench issue for now, but that'll be fixed soon. So we're not above the second name. So all I need to do is just fill those spots with the money that we have in free agency. We're really cheap as well, so I absolutely love that. We'll probably go 8-man rotation in the playoffs, though. Obviously, we have some players off the bench that can play. It's just the end of the bench thing. Keanu was actually on fire for us, though, but looks like he wasn't, efficiency-wise wasn't too good, but he was just 19 when I played him, just turned 20. We got Brooklyn in round 1 after I got these player stats. So we had 23 from LaMelo, 19 from Kobe White. I do like that duo right there. 16 from Masenge, 16 from Buzelis. So Buzelis played better as starting small forward when he started too. His points per game went up. 12 from Caleb Wilson, went 9 rebounds. Still pretty good. I would love for him to get better 3-point shooting wise though, but I think he'll remain a starting center if he keeps developing. 9 from Zach Collins, 8 from De'Von Mitchell, 7 from Patrick Williams, and 3 from Keanu Anthony. So I guess the Nets are on. We're just speaking about them, and we're down 3-1. Why does 2K always do this? We lose the freaking Nets every time. I have no clue. But apparently, that is the way better team than us, which literally makes no sense. We should be dominating the Eastern Conference. I don't know how we're losing to the Brooklyn Nets, dude. The Nets of all teams. Now, I bet they had a terrible record too. We lost to a team that went 37-45. I hate 2K. I seriously, I hate 2K. This is never happening in real life. The Nets are never beating a team like this in real life. I'm sorry, just time to say it. We probably don't even have a pick in the draft. We probably traded we traded our pick. I mean, I guess it might have actually been a good pick if we lost in round one. We trade our pick. No, our pick didn't have any value. That's why we didn't trade it. But the Kings are second. You guys care about that. But yeah, we have the 28th pick, which I mean, I guess I'll draft with it. Billy Donovan, not gonna lie, dude, you haven't won me anything yet. So I know they extended you, but I'm gonna fire you. So let's see. Quinn Snyder, honestly, is here. No offers. I'd love to add him. Redick, I'd love to add as well. And I also maybe those one of the options here as well. And then maybe we get Steve Kerr to sign. Unlikely, but let's see. So Quinn Snyder, we can get Emilio or DJ Redick. I mean, it feels like it's been a while since I got Quinn Snyder. So I want to get Quinn Snyder to be the coach. I like his badges and ratings. So we're gonna get Quinn Snyder. Um, and then let's see. So we have the 20th pick, like I said. We'll see who's on the board. So we got Malachi Jordan. We could take a shot on the big. I guess we'll take Malachi Jordan. Last name Jordan. Hopefully he can turn to Michael Jordan. Noah Sengi, we're gonna accept. Caleb Wilson, Patrick Williams will opt out of the deal. Rob Newman, I guess, will decline. Free agency, all these guys are restricted, but hanging in the free agency. John Morant's a free agent. Looks like he wants the Warriors though. And then we have Patrick Williams and Zach Collins to worry about. And then Thomas Sober, dude, I want to sign Thomas Sober on a lot. We're just sitting here. It could be the backup, but wow, the Thunder do this. I don't even know. I mean, I don't really see the point of the Thunder. Like, why would they do that? Like, I know I'm not supposed to sign restricted free agents or free agents get cut, so I'm not honestly going to do it. We're just going to go ahead and re-sign Patrick Williams to a deal. So, like, I don't know, $10 million. And then Zach Collins. I wonder if he can actually get a better backup than Zach Collins. I do like Zach Collins, but I'm just wondering if there's somebody else we can get as well. So we got him. There's really nobody else we can sign. So Patrick Williams is here. I still want to sign it. I mean, I guess if Keon Anthony develops, all we need is probably like a backup power forward and a backup center. So I'm going to low-key wait on day 12 for this. Not speed right now, Zach Collins. I still want to have his rights just in case we need to bring him back, obviously, for the bird rights. We can spend money elsewhere, too. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure Zach Collins does not leave, and he is not going to leave me. Let's see what else is here. So Ryan Kalkbrenner, I don't really know if I can trust any of these guys develop. So I guess we'll re-sign Zach Collins. But need a backup power forward, like I said. So who could we get? So PJ Washington, Derrick Jones, Aaron Wiggins. I don't like any of these options, but I guess one of the affordable. So we go look here. Bobby Portis will be a solid option. He won't sign though. George, what about Keegan Murray? Keegan Murray, would he sign? What are you doing? No, he declines. All right, Mogbo, Connery, Boyles, Kellen Johnson, probably sign. Obi Toppin. I mean, we want Obi Toppin. I guess he'd be the highest overall option. So we can get Obi Toppin, like a 2-year deal. We'll take that, and then we'll just go ahead and bring back Zach Collins with the bird rights. This should work. Like, it definitely should work. We just sign him to the minimum. Just in case it doesn't work, we'll sign him to the better minimum contract. So we'll have Zach Collins and Obi Toppin on this roster now. So Noah Senge's up, Kobe White is up, Zales is up, Kill is up to an 85. If this doesn't work next year, I probably will actually trade for starting center. We don't really have much access to do it, but I'll 100% find a way to trade for starting center. Like, if it doesn't work once again, I'll trade for starting center. But I'm hoping we can win a championship this year, so I don't have to do that. You might have to be stuck with Caleb Wilson on the starting center, but I wanted to see how it worked, and so far, we made it to the second round, lost in the first round. Still get over that hump, obviously. Or assume last year was a fluke. I'm gonna assume that 2K would just, being dumb there. Power England is 17th though. Proficiency, or running a perimeter-centric preferred space and space. We'd be okay. So we're running a balance system. So that is the best we can get. We're gonna run a balanced system, and then we're gonna fix Quinn Snyder, obviously. So team style, we're gonna run a first system will be balanced. So yeah, he'll run a balance, and that's the best we can get. So LaMelo Ball, Kobe White, Buzelis, Esenge, Caleb Wilson, Davion Mitchell, Patrick Williams, Obi Toppin, and Zach Collins. Keon Anthony could be the 10th man, I guess. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. This season, Cooper Flash your MVP, but it looks like we weren't a good enough team, man. We were the 5th seed. Our record was terrible. I mean, like, I don't understand. I don't really understand. 43 and 39. I mean, I guess the kill bullets experiment isn't working. I mean, I guess not, but so I guess we might have to just trade for a center. I don't know with what assets, but we have to pull something out, obviously. So we'll figure it out, right? I mean, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe that's the bench. I don't know. I have no clue why we're. I mean, we could probably look at the ratings or something like that. So, offensively, points per game wise in the league, we were our offense was just top 14, top 15, I guess. Defensively, what's our defense? Our defense was awful. So our defense wasn't good, not good enough, as I should say. But we got the Atlanta Hawks around one, which we are gonna go ahead and beat them in five. Maybe we get some up in the playoff, but the Miami Heat are the one seed because 2K just have to give them AJ DeBan stuff. They have Blake Wesley starting at point guard, Jordan Hawkins. I mean, this is pretty unusual, but AJ DeBan is up, Bam Adebayo, Chloe Ware, Tari Easton, Wiggins, Payne Watson, and Tristan Vucevic. So obviously we made a trade with them earlier in the video. Say I don't have Nikola Vucevic anymore, so we'll see how this goes. Game one, they're gonna take. Game two, leave it up. Game three, they're up 2-1. Leave it up 2-2. So we're not going down without a fight. Hopefully, we can make it at least the conference finals. So at least I guess we made it out of round two. We're not the Philadelphia 76ers, but so far looking like we're gonna win this game. So 118 and 114. We're up 3-2. So now it's time to see if we can go ahead and beat them in six or go to a sweaty game seven. But so far is looking like, I mean, we still could come back and win. It's still okay. We're down by one with about 34 seconds left. I want to see if I can hop in and score really quickly. At least do something. So I'm gonna hop in and try and get my team this win here. So AJ DeBans that has it. He's gonna give it to Blake Wesley. So Blake Wesley's gonna give it to Bam Adebayo. Okay, let's play defense. Caleb Wilson, come on. What are you gonna do? Okay, good defense, Caleb. Okay, who do we? I don't even know who we pass to at this point. I guess LaMelo, right? So LaMelo's gonna get a wide open lane to the paint. Gonna dunk that ball, and now all we need is one stop, and we win this game. We're going to the conference finals. So. One stop. If we got this. Zealous has it. Easy to dance though, dude. I wonder how hard this guy's to guard, but Caleb Wilson. What are we doing, bro? Why would we just let him go past him like that? I clicked on when he was already beat, so that wasn't me. Well, now I need to score, and I don't want to wait to the final buzzer. I want to know that I've scored, honestly, at this point. So guarded by Blake Woods. I'm gonna run a quick isolation. And then we're gonna go ahead and drive, and then nobody's in paint to pick us up, and just they have no timeouts left. So all we need to do is play defense. Oh yeah, Blake Wesley's not making this. No freaking way Blake Wesley makes this. It's over. Just like that, we're going to the conference finals. I'm surprised Blake Wesley didn't throw it down. That was pretty weird, but just like that, we're going to the conference finals. Thank goodness. I'll have to go to game seven. So. Okay. Response, we got to play the Orlando Magic, so we'll see how this goes. They got Suggs, Bain, Franz Wagner, Paul Carroll, Rudy Gobert. The starting center of all people. I did not expect to be a 36-year-old Gobert, but he's the one starting, right? Yeah, he is the one starting. Anthony Black. Elijah Green ended up developing up to an 88 overall, and Caleb Wilson is only like an 86. So maybe we should next time Elijah Green will be the selection if it comes down to that. So Jet Howard and Trey Man, this is actually a good roster. And they got Leonard Miller. Game one. So yeah, we win that one. Who is this Christian Collins guy? Who is that on the Orlando Magic? I saw him first. Okay, here, yeah. Who is this guy Christian Collins? I didn't realize. I didn't even see him there, but he's playing. But okay, we're gonna take game one. Game two, we'll go to them. Game three, we'll go to us. We go 3-1. No, even it back up to the 2. So. It's tied up 2-2. Hopefully, we can win this game and go 3-2. Got to play in Orlando, so we'll see if we can get this done, obviously. And we are going to go ahead and win this one. So we're going to lose, but it's not over yet. It's round 3-2. We can still win this one in 7. We need to just play our best basketball, man. We can't really mess up that much here. So, and if we don't choke the lead, we are going to go ahead and win 127 and 107, 26 from Mod Buzelis. We need this, dude. Do we go 8-minute rotation? Do we go 8-minute rotation? Just depends. How is Zach Collins playing in his 9 minutes? Okay, I mean, he isn't really doing much, honestly, so I'm going to shrink it down to an 8-minute rotation. Notice he's on fire. The only guy on fire off the bench, honestly. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but need to play our 8 best players here in this game 7. So game 7, we need this win. We're just going to come out the first quarter like we don't want it. So never mind. We're going to lose this one, so I guess we just don't even care. We just I don't know why he came off the first quarter playing like that, but Elijah Arenas cooked us. That's what I get. We're passing up on him in the draft. So, yeah. All right, so the Magic are actually going to beat the Dallas Mavericks. So does that mean we had a chance to beat Dallas? Probably not, but we'll probably run this thing back one last season. Who retired on our team? Was that the Rock? I don't even know. It was Spencer Dinwiddie. I haven't realized we had him. But heading into the draft lottery, like I said, so the Mavericks, just like that, are gonna get number one. So, dude, I don't think we're winning a championship in this video. Dallas just freaking got the best player in the drafts. So, I mean, like I said, it sucks. When draft class downloaded, thank goodness I realized, but they just added Kimra Mercer to the team, whoever they draft. But, you know what? I mean, what can we do about it? Do we have a pick? I didn't even realize. Probably not. We have 18. Don't really know how we had 18. I wonder if there's any way we can make a trade with this pick. If Zach Collins under contract, like, what can we get for a Malachi Jordan and pick 18? We get anything, like anything that stands out to us. So, no, nothing at all. We get Washington. That's really it. But I think we might make one last trade. We'll take Eldon Reed. But make my one last trade to 75 overall. I'll see what I can find, but likely won't be doing much. I don't know. We'll see. So this year is going to be an expensive year. So Noah Sengate and Lola Ball are going to have to pay them bags. And then I do want to see if I can get a better backup center than Zach Collins. So that's what I'm hoping for. Get a better backup than Zach Collins and maybe make other moves. We're going to sign Ozo Iguodala to a 2-year deal. We had the MLE to offer, and that was the best option we could get. Trade for a center because we already locked ourselves in the killables, and we couldn't really do anything other than that. Iguodala, that was a good signing. Keanu Anthony ended up being a really good rotational player. I didn't expect it when I drafted him, but glad we did draft him. Malachi Jordan's up as well. But yeah, final season. I guess we could look for one more thing. What if we package Malachi Jordan, Obi Toppin together? Will that give me anything? That's anything I'm looking for. That'll be an upgrade. And Christie, I guess. I mean, we don't really need Max Christie, but if he's like the best overall option we can get when needed, let's see. So Max Christie, we're already even filled this team. So we can move Patrick Williams to power forward. We can get Christie on the roster. He can like a 3D guy. I don't know. I'm gonna make this trade the trade line where we get Max Christie. It means I'll play 84. I'm gonna get him now. I mean, like I said, we'll go ahead with Patrick Williams to the 4, and then we'll Christie to small 4. We'll be good after that. We finish off as the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Hopefully this year we can win the championship. 20 from LaMelo, 20 from Buzelis, 18 from Noah, 16 from Kobe White, 16 from Caleb Wilson, 10 from Mitchell, 10 from Iguodala, 8 from Max Christie, 6 from Keanu Anthony, and 5 from Patrick Williams. So this will be the final season. We're going to see if we go win a championship. And we got the Miami Heat in round 1. Did we lose this team last year or did we beat them? Oh, I forgot that fast. I think we won. That's why I remember. But in round 1, we are going to... I'm ending the video off there, guys. I hate 2K. Peace.